Indeed, indeed, indeed. Welcome to LRFC, people. Please do me a favor, a bit of housekeeping. Hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and hit that notification button. Of course, it's weird seeing me this early in the morning. I normally do it from the afternoon around 12 or sometimes at 2:30. But I realize a lot of people are doing it nowadays. So I got to fit in some way, somehow as well. As you guys heard in the morning, Frimpong, it's just a matter of time before they announce it. Apparently, he's passed the medical, and he's done the photo shoots and all that stuff. And there's a lot of people worried about Florian Wirtz. I'll explain to you why you should not be worried. And Kerkez is coming very soon as well. Listen, we're moving fast, and that's the most important thing in my opinion. Because when you finish a season as champions, the next steps should be getting in the new players, and that's what we're doing, just to get them ready for the preseason as well. So yeah, I'm excited. So let me see who's in the house, and then I'll continue. Big up Katie, man. I know I haven't seen you for a long time. I saw your messages, appreciate that. You don't need to worry. I mean, I'm not expecting everybody to be on every single day. It's all good, sweet over here. Scottish Bear, big up, brother. And who else is there? Uncle Roz is on there. Please go and subscribe to Uncle Roz's channel. He's doing some wonderful things there. I watched his show yesterday, guys. It was funny. He done it on his own for 2 hours, but it was funny, and everybody was around him, like making jokes and all that stuff. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. And not only that, it's well deserved. It's well deserved because the hard work Uncle Ross put into his channel, he deserves the rewards at the end of it as well. It might come a bit too late, for people like to interact. But listen, at least listen. Whenever it comes, it's important. It's the best time of it. So yeah, big up Abdul as always, brother. We spoke yesterday at Brian's show. You're always welcome on my channel, bro. You don't need to worry about what people say and all that stuff. I'm here for you guys. If you need any help, I'm here for you guys. So that's why I always come on here. I could do many other things in life, but I come on here because I enjoy this the most. So yeah, don't ever be afraid to say whatever you want on the channel, guys. You're more than welcome on here, man. I'm gonna obviously read the messages later on. Don't worry about that, guys. I'm just getting my feet under the table. I want to show you what I've seen, obviously that around the social media as well, and share it with you, of course. I could see Zakir is there again. Big up, bro. John Conway is back. Big up, John Conway, man. True Don, of course. Yeah, man. Just share the messages. Enjoy the stream with me, and you don't get graphics like this anywhere else. So let me just say that at the beginning. Listen, this is what people were asking me, what have I done in the parade? I was standing in front of the Hilton Hotel, which is Lime Street Station on the opposite side. So I didn't want to go to where the Liver Bird building is, because there's a lot of chaos going down there, of course. So I thought I'd stay around that area. And with my wife, you could hear her voice in the actual video. But check it out, guys. This was the bus and everything, and that crowd that gathered around that area. It was the biggest, obviously, parade in English football history. And I think everybody has finally found out how big Liverpool Football Club is. Even the players that's currently there, they've never seen anything like it anywhere else. Even that some of them won World Cups and all that stuff. Madness, isn't it? Yeah. Look how big that was, guys. It was massive. Like the most important thing here, guys, is let me put the sound down. The most important thing here is, like, 30 years, inshallah, from now, we could share it with people and tell them, like, we've been there, we was there. If you know what I mean, it's like historic moments in life, and nobody can take that away from you, man. Nobody can take that away from you, because we always used to hear about Liverpool winning league titles and the parades and the gathering together, and then you see Bill Shankly in a platform stage saying the players are privileged to do this for you. Even that doesn't happen anymore, but it's good to see this, man. This red smoke thing, man, it burnt my jacket, guys. So I have to go and buy a new jacket. Yeah, as soon as you let it off, it burns, in it. So all the burnt bits come on your jacket, your top. You're gonna see someone's actually hoodie all burnt out. This girl here, what you're gonna see at the back of it, it's all burnt and all that stuff. So that hoodie's gone. Yeah, man, I had holes on my jacket everywhere. Crazy stuff. Yeah, that guy is sitting in the traffic light and all that stuff. It was all over the place, guys. People were just everywhere just to see the players' bus go by. It was beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Apart from obviously the issue that occurred afterwards, it was the best day I've ever seen as a Liverpool fan with a crowd. You know what I mean? Because the most important thing is when we're together in one place, everybody's nice to each other, and you rarely see any disruptions in regards to fighting or anything like that. Yeah, man, I loved it. I really loved it, man. I wish the weather was better though. The weather was a bit, too much for me to handle at times. It was cold, rain, and it just didn't stop raining. That's the only thing. But what I mean, that's something beyond our control. Yeah, man. You're gonna see the players in a minute. They're coming right now. You can't play the music, of course, but the video is fine. It's my video. I'm not copyrighting anything like that. So, yeah, man. At the end of the day, guys, we said we was. There's something about Liverpool fans. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. We don't hesitate. And everybody's turned out. YouTubers, Twitter users, the regular fans, everybody. Look, couldn't even see the bus. I tried everything. I had the actual camera. I had the camera stick on there. I tried to go as high as possible, and I just couldn't bloody get them because the smoke is everywhere, as you can see. That's a dangerous smoke, like it goes in your nose, and then when you use a tissue, it's all red inside. You start thinking, are you bleeding? Nah, not really. There you go. Look at that. There's Alisson at the front. There's Premier League title there. Amazing stuff, man. Absolutely amazing stuff. I wish we could do that again. I think 21 will be bigger. This was 1.5 million people. I think, if we get 21, that's history. That means we're out there on our own. Look at Digger Barnes' flag over there. The party will have probably 2 million, probably maybe slightly more. Don't forget, people, not everybody turned up for this. Yeah, man. Crazy. 21, man. You're out there on your own. You don't even need to speak to Man United anymore. I mean, look at the Palestinian flag as well there. Hey, listen, everybody had the opportunity on the day, man. Nobody was judging. It was just amazing throughout. Look at how young people are. This is like 30 years from now, those people are probably going to be grandparents, you know what I mean? So they're going to start looking back at this. I was there. Yeah, man, we was there. There's me trying to show off and all that stuff. Yeah, madness, man. Absolute madness. Yeah. Really enjoyed it, man. It was people from all around the world as well. I saw people from Japan, I saw people from China, Korea, India, Polish people, Ukrainians, Russians. It didn't really matter. It was just, we've got fans from all around the world, man. And Liverpool Football Club brings that to you. Liverpool Football Club brings that to you. Yeah, get in the comments, guys. You know what I mean? I'll read out your comments and all that stuff. Let me welcome new people in. Let's just come on. Edward, big up Edward. LA, of course. Callum, of course. Man. Mo, big up Mo. Never seen you before, but welcome to the channel. So, obviously, we woke up to the story today in regards to Frimpong. So let me share that with you. Ben Jacobs, everybody knows him. He's more or less on the football terrace, as far as I'm aware. He's on the football terrace a lot. So let me share his thoughts. Let me just check if I can find it first of all. Yeah, he's just sent a message out there. Here we go. Hopefully it's on the screen. Yeah, it should be there. Should be right there. There you go, Ben Jacobs, guys. So let me start with him, then I'll move on from other places. I've got a few stories about Florian Wirtz as well. So he said inside, obviously, Jeremie Frimpong, 35 million move to Liverpool. Hashtag Liverpool. Liverpool tried a year ago, but Xavi Alonso persuaded Frimpong to stay. So it clearly shows we were interested before. Maybe we knew about the Trent thing earlier. I don't know why they're saying things like that. If it's a year before, strange that is. So we was always interested in Frimpong and someone who could challenge for that right back position. With Trent probably leaving, maybe they already knew. Maybe listen, this Trent thing I think has been happening for over a year, in my opinion. So and Frimpong, being the target clearly shows they must have known for a while, because if you get a player early, that means he could integrate with the players while they're learning, and then the next season obviously you win the league title, and that's what happened to us, didn't it? So one season obviously you learn under Klopp and Pep Linders, and then next season obviously Arne Slot comes in and then you win the league title. So he could have been way ahead of schedule if he joined us at that time. Liverpool were interested. So 5-year contract agreed. Views himself as a traditional right back despite being built as a wing back. So a lot of people said it like he's not a right back. He's a full back. Sorry, he's a wing back. He doesn't know how to defend. Even Trent is better defender than him. I've never seen defenders like Trent in my life. I've seen Trent get nutmegged and be left for dead. He didn't even look back and run back. If you know what I mean. But with Frimpong, listen, all I ask for is, even if a player gets past you, make the attempt to run back and defend for your football club. That's what I ask for from players. And he didn't do that. Sometimes you see Trent jogging. Sometimes you actually see him walking. So with Frimpong, he's a bit of, Carl Walker about him. He might be, not, bright at some situations, but he loves to run back and defend for the team. And that's what we need. Give it 100% when players get past you to get back and defend. That's all, man. Because the improvement will come eventually with different coaching staffs. And not only that, you're at a bigger club, which is like you'll be at the world stage on a regular basis. So you have to up your game to a standard that nobody can, question your ability on the pitch. And this is what I've been saying about Frimpong. A lot of us are complaining about his defensive side, but he can get up there with good coaching and training at the same time as well, guys. Big up, you never walk alone, bro. Welcome to the channel again. Glad you're on. I know it's an early one today, as I don't really do. So as I was saying, with him, he will get better. Trust me, guys, and just have that faith, because like when we're doubting things, it shouldn't really go towards the players and or the fan base, doubting you as a defender, and they don't think you're good enough and things like that. It shouldn't be. These things should not happen at a new club. We should be supporting our players no matter what. If you know what I mean. So yeah, give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. He's not a weak back, like he said. He's a traditional right back, so he has hope of playing in that number 2 position. And as I said many times, in regards to Conor Bradley, there's certain games you could play Conor Bradley. There's certain games you could play Frimpong. If you want to be solid and you're facing a tricky winger, you put Conor Bradley. If you're dominant in possession, you put on Frimpong. So that's how it can go. And it's a long season. If you're chasing a lot of trophies, that high level, you do need more than one player in a position as well. Please do me a favor, guys. Hit the like and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 3,000. Let's get there as soon as possible, of course. And please go and subscribe to Irishman, Anfield Irishman, of course, Brian. Go and subscribe to 12th Man. Go and subscribe to Quasi. Go and subscribe to especially Uncle Rod's, and help out the other channels as well. But I'm going to read your messages, of course, man. That's what I'm here for, people. Let's get excited. Don't be like upset, of hearing Florian Wirtz is the interest of Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't spend money anymore. They want free transfers. And Florian Wirtz is 22. So they will wait for him when he's about 26, 27, if they ever want to get him. But I think Liverpool will change his mind as the years go by, as we did with Alisson, as we did with Van Dijk, as we did with Salah, and players that left before as well. They wanted to stay, but we couldn't keep them because age always, father time always catches up with you, if you know what I mean. So Without football club, without fan base, we could keep anyone. Apart from Trent, he let a 21-year-old persuade him to go to Real Madrid. That's a worrying sign from, an adult. A guy who's 26, a 21-year-old is telling you where to go. Then it shows the brain of the player. It's like a child brain. So let him go, man. I'm not too bothered about him. Yeah, so let me go to the comments, guys. Apologies for that. Big up Abdul as always, brother. Thanks for coming on, man. Listen, I've been here with just Abdul and John Conway in the past, us three on our own. So it's good to have a lot of people around us today. Abdul says, hi, Fozzy. Hi, and chat, of course. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Also, is your family, of course, our family is good, bro. I'm good. I hope everybody else is good as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Blessing, greetings, respect, and LFC community. There you go, people. That's Abdul in a nutshell. Very lovely guy, man. Scottish Bear. I'm just going down the comments, but we're going to continue, obviously, with the transfer. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to bring you some more stuff. There's other people that actually talked about Frimpong, and there's other people that talked about Wirtz as well. So there's some more stuff coming around as the show goes on. Of course, man, smash the likes in the way in Liverpool faithful. There you go, bro. Big up Scottish Bear, brother. Man, I'm so glad Scottish Bear is with us, guys. He's battling cancer. It's not something, it was a secret, and listen, man, I'm grateful that he's around and obviously talking to us and enjoying life. Yeah, big up, brother. Question, marks on Kelleher. Question marks on Kelleher. Simicaz, Gomez, Konate, Williams, Phillips, Ramsey, Endo, Elliott, Jones, Morton, Nunes, Chiesa, Jota, Diaz, Doak, and Besetic. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, obviously Kelleher is leaving. I think Gomez is leaving. Simicaz is leaving. But the thing is, I was watching Robertson after the game. When I heard Robertson talking, it was more like a farewell speech. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He was talking about his time at the club, how much he loved it past tense. You know what I mean? So it looks to me there could be a potential Robertson leaving as well. So if Robertson is leaving, does that mean Simicaz is staying? Because Simicaz is happy to be a cover. He doesn't want. He loves the club. He doesn't complain when he's on the bench. He doesn't complain when he comes on. So I'm telling you guys, like, look back at the Robertson interview. You're gonna be like understanding more. It was like more like a farewell kind of interview. With Gomez needs to go find a new club, guys. He needs to start playing on a regular basis. Obviously, at Liverpool, he has got a place. He's always going to have a place, but it's not a consistent place. And his injuries does, hamper his time at Liverpool as well. So maybe a fresh start for Gomez can revive his career some way, somehow. And he'll get our best wishes, man. He's done his service. Longest serving player, I think, in the team. So yeah, man. Konate, either he has to sign the contract this season or he needs to go as soon as possible. Because, I don't want to go into next summer without us getting any finance for Konate. Let me just put it that way. I love the guy. Makes us laugh. Great defender. Won the Premier League. Won a few cups along the way as well. But we can't go through the Trent thing again, guys. Money has to be a factor in Konate's future. So if he refuses to sign a contract and he's still at the club and doesn't want to leave and he's waiting for Real Madrid until the end of the season, don't play him at all, because it's a World Cup season obviously season next season. So if you don't play him, that means his place in the World Cup team is going to be damaged. If you know what I mean. You can't hold the club to ransom. Let me just put it like that. I love the guy, but he needs to start signing a contract. 150 is enough for me. Like 200,000 a week is a bit too much for a guy that hasn't been fully fit throughout his career at Liverpool. The only season he's been fully fit was last season, and look how that turned out. You have to, do something for us to trust you. Imagine like you give him 200k a week and he's injury prone again, like he used to be, in and out the team. That's not good. That's not good, is it, for the football club? It's like Jota. Jota gets, what is he? 160, something like that. 150 for what? He's supposed to be the difference in this football club when Origi and Shaqiri left. Has he been the difference? Has he been available enough? The guy gets impact injuries, not operation injuries, impact injuries, and he's still like gets injured for 2 to 3 months. It doesn't make any sense for me. So yeah, we just got to be careful with how we do contracts. Like it's availability is the best option in order for us to give them a higher paid contract, and this is what I want to see as time goes on. But yeah, as I said, like question marks of obviously Kerkez is definitely leaving. He's definitely leaving this summer. Simicaz, I'm not too sure about since I heard the Robertson interview. Gomez has to go, bro. With our best wishes, by the way. Konate, unsure about. Williams has to go. I've had enough. Phillips has to go. Ramsey has to go. Endo, I prefer him to stay, but I can see, the coach telling him to leave as well. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't used him enough last season, guys. Let's be honest. He only comes on as a sub just to keep it solid. So I can see Endo leaving, guys. I'm sorry to say that. Elliot, I saw him after the game the other day crying on his dad's shoulder. It's a 50-50, that one. Because, with Leverkusen, they want a player coming the other way while Wirtz goes to Liverpool. So the financial package will be lower. And a lot of people said it's Elliot. So we wait and see. Morton has to go. Nunes, definitely gone. Chiesa, I want him to stay. I want him to prove to the fans what he's all about. But I can see that one going as well. Jota definitely gone. I don't think Liverpool can trust him anymore. Diaz, he's staying, but it depends on the financial package on him as well. If it's like 60, 70 million, probably Liverpool will say yes. But if it's not, he can stay, man. I never thought I would say good things about him because I was a fan that was frustrated with Diaz, considering like he's Mane's replacement, and I want him to impact the game in a certain way, and he hasn't showed me that down the years. But last season he played as a striker, and he changed the fortunes for Liverpool on the pitch, and which is winning the Premier League title and making it to the League Cup final as well. So although he's not a striker, he has moments that can be helpful to the team. So that one. I think he's going to sign a contract. I honestly think that. He's not going to Saudi, that's for sure. Barcelona is his next destination that he wants. And it doesn't look like they're going to come in again paying that much money for a 28-year-old who's going towards 29. So, yeah. Doak, I think he's definitely going. I think we're going to get good money for him. Besic, if we don't get a DM in, Besic, I might be staying at Liverpool, guys. So he might be the future DM for Liverpool Football Club because they could have sold him last summer. I mean, they didn't. So he's at Las Palmas, I think, in Spain, and he did pretty well. Got injured, I think, near the end of the season. So, yeah, with him, we just got to bide our time with that one because if we don't get a DM in, at least he's still at the football club, guys. That's the most important thing. Yeah, let me go down to the chat. That's for yous. There you go. I gave you the bang, the big bang. That's for you, man. Scottish Bear says Wirtz this weekend, Fozzy, 100%. From what I've heard, he's on his way, man. He's on his way. I've got no doubt about that one. I think he's definitely on his way to Liverpool. I wouldn't worry about the Real Madrid thing. The money is too much for Real Madrid. They can't pay over 100 million. And not only that, when the negotiations between Leverkusen and Liverpool are there, we've always had great relationships with Leverkusen. Look at our ex-players, managing over there. Hoopier before Xabi Alonso. So that connection has always been there. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Not only that, they used our training facilities when we was facing them, as you guys remember. That's the best trick Liverpool have done, you know what I mean? Because if you look at Florian Wirtz, when he went to the Liverpool training ground, he was impressed with the new equipment we've got, just in general, the way that the place looks and all that stuff. Then he went to the Bayern Munich one. It's pretty old, run down. And I think that's what played a part in his decision coming to Liverpool as well. Not only, obviously, we're champions of England, but, Liverpool using that kind of steps is something intelligent. And that's Marco Edwards, guys. Because what Marco Edwards said was he's been after this kid since 2020, a long time ago. So, great trick by Liverpool Football Club, man. I love my football club. I think a lot of people noticed that as well. Yeah, so big up Zaki, bro. Big up, bro. Big up, Chatty says. John Conway is back in the house, my guy. Love John Conway, man. You know, John Conway has been here since 2019 with me. I mean, there's been obviously other Liverpool YouTube channels, but he's always been here supporting me, man. Sometimes it was just me and him back in the day. And I appreciate you for that, brother. Always, man. I don't forget, man. I don't forget people. That's one thing I don't do. Of course, Trudon as well. Have you seen the Abby Summers racist stuff? Her YouTube career could be over. No, I haven't seen that, bro. I'll check it out later on. Wow. Abby Summers. Who would have thought? Big up Uncle Roz as always. Please go to Uncle Roz's channel. Just click on Uncle Roz and you can find his channel. He's killing it. He might be doing a show later on as well. So go and subscribe to him and help him out on his chat. That's for you, Uncle. And
that's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT.
That's for you, Uncle Rods. Let's see what Trudon is saying. I'm getting I'm not getting excited about Wirtz until he signs a contract. Bro, get excited. He's coming to Liverpool Football Club. I wouldn't worry if I was you. I know you, Trudon. I know you, bro. You know me and Trudon, yeah, we go back so long when Laser was in here and all that stuff. We always have these little arguments and he always tests me. But I love that. I love the test. I don't shirk it. You know what I mean? So, and Trudon knows that as well. Trudon knows that. Nothing phases Fozzy, man. Big up, Sean. Hang on, who's this? I need to get the bigger screen. Let's see what's happening here. Sorry about that. Sorry if I made it. Oh, Saran. Big up, Saran. Sorry about that, bro. Liverpool is going to dominate Premier League for the next 5 years. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, Saran, because you got to think about it in a way of the age of the players we're bringing in and the players that's already at Liverpool Football Club. Age-wise, is all similar, like 20, 24 and below, majority of the players. So if you're talking about the next 5 years project, that is the perfect team to have around the football club. And the only way we can repay that is with our love and support. You know, when you give players that kind of, respect, that's what makes them stay longer at a football club. And this is what we've got to do as a fan base, in my opinion. Big up, Saran, man. I've been, obviously, you're new to the channel and I've seen you before, man. Big up, brother. Great comment, though. Great comment. Next 5 years, imagine that we get, three league titles, 4 league titles. Why not, man? It can be possible. We're 10 points clear of Arsenal, who are second in the Premier League, obviously, during last season. Could have been more if we wanted to. And as I said yesterday, a lot of people didn't pick up on Liverpool being 10 points clear. The reasons for that, which is majority of it, we don't do 12-30 kickoffs anymore. You know what I mean? I can't remember, apart from the Crystal Palace game, many 12-30 kickoffs. Coot came out, didn't he? David Coot came out and said what he said on his video. As soon as that happened, the referees weren't, as corrupt as they usually are towards Liverpool this season as well. So when everything is fair playing field, as they say, Liverpool are the best team in England, and it showed. But when we get screw jobs around us, that's when we start struggling. And we could never do head-to-head, because whenever we do head-to-head with teams, like 1 point here, 1 point there, and all that stuff, bad refereeing decisions happens during the season. Rodri, remember the handball at Everton? A lot of things we've seen down the years that disrupted our momentum. And I remember Leicester, the first season of 1 point with City, was facing Leicester at home. Maguire basically took out Mane on the way to the goal. And there was a penalty Naby Keita should have had. He got stepped on his foot inside the box. They didn't give it. Obviously, Mane scored in that game. And then all of a sudden, the person who's supposed to be sent off for Mane's, incident, the Mane incident, obviously towards the goal, which is Maguire, scored the equaliser, and that's another point. That's another 2 points gone. Imagine we had those 2 points, during the end of the season, could have won the league for that. So this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that's worked out this season that's never happened before with Liverpool since the 80s. So yeah, it's very important, guys. Like, we've got to look at things like that. Head to head, David Coot coming out as he did. 12:30 kickoffs, very limited during the season. I think Everton was the one we supposed to play at 12:30, the last one. But, the weather, it changed a lot of stuff for us for that day. Yeah, so Liverpool getting 10 mil for Trent. Yeah, apparently, from what I've heard, they want him early. So they got to, pay some kind of money towards it. I don't know if it's 10 million, though. Don't know, brother. Don't know. That's a lot of money for a guy who's already going to be free in June, if you know what I mean. Mo, big up, bro. 10 million for Trent and not paying his wages for the next 2 months. LOL. Liverpool cooked Madrid. Yeah, if this is true, I'm all for that, bro. I'm all for that. I'm just going around the comments, guys. I will get back to obviously the transfers and all that stuff, so don't worry about that. Let me actually change it right now for you. Hit the likes and subscribe, obviously, people, and all that good stuff. Yeah, not Ben Jacobs. Let's see what's happening. This one. Yeah, let's go to the Transfer News Live, that one. So let's see what they're saying in this one. So as you can see on this one, Transfer News Live, it says Jeremie Frimpong deal to Liverpool, all signed and sealed with official announcement now imminent. There you go, people. We're seeing this everywhere at the moment, and it's good. It's good to hear from Fabrizio Romano. That's the source. I don't have no sources, people. I don't make up sources. The only source I have is chili sauce. You know what I mean? In my house, I don't really do this. Oh, I've got a source. I've got a this. I've got a that. Even that, I travel with Liverpool far and wide around the world. You know what I mean? I don't do that stuff. I just look at obviously social medias and what I see on there. I can't feed people lies. I'm not good with that. I'm not a liar, really. I mean, just being true is the way of life, in my opinion. Because when you start lying, and you're saying you got this, you got that, and all this stuff, that's when it all goes pear-shaped, and then people, question you about it. And I don't want to have that, if you know what I mean. Let me see the next comment. It says Liverpool just banked 10 million on Trent leaving early. Yeah, if this is true, it's Marco Edwards, isn't it? All over. That's what it is. Marco Edwards all over, in my opinion, man. Because that guy is a genius. Let's just put it that way. Absolute genius. Yes, Scottish Bear says, just remember, guys, Glasgow Celtic had 2.5 million in the parade when they won the European Cup. Bonkers. Yeah, that's crazy. 2.5 million. Never thought that. You never think that, do you, Scottish Bear? Wow. I'm not saying Liverpool is the biggest one, but I'm talking about in English, English football. I don't think anything remotely comes close to Liverpool parade, if you know what I mean, brother. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, guys, on Transfer News Live, they're saying the same thing as well. Obviously, about Frimpong coming into Liverpool. I honestly think in the next couple of days, we're going to hear about Kerkez. I think Kerkez is on his way very, very soon, because the reports that's coming out with Kerkez is he's already set his sights on Liverpool Football Club. And if you're hearing that, and from,
Herschel Benting,
from people that's, around him, that looks good for us, you know what I mean? Yeah, big up Herschel. Sorry, I didn't see your name, did I? Herschel, big up for that. Let me go back to your comment right there. That's Herschel. Big up for that. Big up for that. Trudon says, thankfully, I've never got exposed to any. Listen, flares, but that's how it is, bro. They burn your neck. If you got a bald head, I feel sorry for you, man. I mean, that bald head ain't gonna be shiny no more. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be shiny no more. Edward says Trent is going to Madrid early. Just get rid of him, man. We don't need him. You know what I mean? Move on, bro. Don't need you at Liverpool Football Club with your fake tears. I saw a footage on Twitter. With Curtis Jones saying, why is he crying? I think I've got it. I must have downloaded that footage. Let me just see if I still got that footage. Curtis Jones is a G, man. I regret, having a go at Curtis Jones, because I think he's a G. He's yeah, man. So why is he still crying? The kind of thing. I'm fed up with him. Let me see if I've got it still. Yeah, there it is. Let me bring it up for you guys. Just look at the expressions of Curtis Jones. Yeah, let me put it in there. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay, yeah. I've got the video. 1 second, guys. Let me share it with you. Yeah, Curtis Jones' reaction, man. My goodness gracious me. Kill me, absolutely kill me. Check this out, guys. Check this out. All right, let me go from the beginning. Just watch Curtis Jones' reaction. Curtis Jones is in the middle. You see the Premier League trophy right there. So next to it on the left-hand side. Just check. And Salah is hugging Trent. So watch Curtis Jones' reaction to this. See? He gets pissed off. He said, what the heck is going on? Look. Puts his hat back on. Trent is crying. He's saying, look. Was he doing it for the cameras? And he's saying, he done the Italian thing, innit? He said, I've had enough. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. There you go, man. I don't do fake tears, man. Move on, man. You've had your time at Liverpool Football Club. And if I ever hear a Liverpool fan saying to me to bring him back, I'll be fuming, man. I'll be absolutely fuming. Listen, I've always said it in life. When players leave, when they come back for the second time, it's never as good as the first time. So let it go, man. Let it go. He chose his path in life. Let him suffer, man. Let him suffer. I'm not all about that, man. Crying about Trent to come back because things ain't going right at Madrid. He chose that life, man. Get lost, my friend. As you can see, Florian Plettenberg, he was on the BNR channel not so long ago. He says the same thing as well. Like Jeremie, Frimpong is a new Liverpool FC player, of course. The announcement of the deal is today. Everything is done and sealed. There you go, people. Frimpong on his way to Liverpool. I can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. So let me go on to the next one. See what I could find around the social media. Yeah. So as you guys know about Frimpong, it's a sealed. It's done and dusted. It's the next step at Liverpool Football Club. He's coming 100%. I want to go to Florian Wirtz next. There's a few stuff that's come out. So let me share with you the Anfield sector. They're pretty good, man. I like these guys. What they do, you know. Very, very, very professionally done, as they say. There's 73 people watching. Please hit the likes and subscribe and all that good stuff. Appreciate you for coming on and, you know, subscribe in regards to, you know, helping me out to get to 3,000, guys. That's the aim. So as you can see, breaking Liverpool have made an offer to buy Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz of 100 million plus 10 million. Wow. Is it 10 million? I think so. 10 to 12 million in add-ons, which will be 130 million, 130.5 million. Wow. Didn't know that. Which is like 133 million euros. This is euros, by the way, not pounds. Since Liverpool and Leverkusen are not very far apart in the overall package, a quick agreement seems likely. There you go, people. I told you to not worry. Your player is there. He's coming, guys. Forget about the Real Madrid rumors. It's something that spices up things just to make it quicker, if you know what I mean. This talks has been happening for weeks now with Bayer Leverkusen. As I said, we've got history with Bayer Leverkusen. They have our respect. They didn't want to sell to Bayern Munich. They rather do deal with Liverpool. So if Real Madrid come in, they have to pay that much money, which they don't do anymore. They wait for players to run down their contracts and get them for free. You know, they're cheapskates nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So the king and the prince have been bailing them out since COVID. So I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think Real Madrid, you know, pay this much money anymore. They've got this plan, which is, you know, paying for players for the cheap or, you know, getting them on a free. So I wouldn't worry. I would not worry. There's another one from the Anfield Talk. So let's go to that one. See what they're saying. Anfield Talk. As you can see over there, guys, they're saying Liverpool are confident of agreeing a deal with Bayer Leverkusen to make Florian Wirtz the most expensive player in Anfield history this summer. There you go, man. See, the stories are matching now. It's all over social media, and it's very exciting in my opinion. So I wouldn't worry about you guys. I wouldn't worry. I don't come in here and tell you guys any bullshits at the end of the day. Being truthful is the way of life, in my opinion. As I said, Real Madrid don't pay that much money for players anymore. They've stepped away from that. You know, the days of Bale and Ronaldo's and paying over the odds for some players. It's just not in the football club anymore. It's all about the cheaper players, nurturing them, and getting the top players for free transfer, which means unsettling them at their football club, telling them by law, you should not be really approaching players who are under contract, but they do it some way, somehow. This is what I said about our football club. We should be smarter in situations like that and, try to prevent things like that happening. Sue them some way, somehow, for them to not do things like that. Big up, Edward, as always. Big up, LA. Trent news come out. Yeah, Callum says, I am glad you enjoyed the parade, Fozzie, brother. I would never be able to make it due to health. I understand, bro. No problem with me, man. Mo says 10 million for Trent. Liverpool cooked Madrid. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Big up. Ole. We've conquered all of Europe, brother. We're never going to stop. Why do we always say Paris down to Turkey? Isn't it to Madrid? Because our last European Cup was in Madrid, right? Yeah, the song just sticks in it. I saw the bus. Ale says, I saw the bus very well because I was along the route, less crowded, but the smoke ruined it for me. But a great, wet, and lovely day. Imagine it was baking hot, bro. Like, imagine that, yeah. Would people actually enjoy it? I don't think they would. I honestly don't think they would. I think the cold is better because you're not sweating or anything like that, are you? It's just, staying there. And it helps you, like, remain there for the longer term, if you know what I mean. It wasn't freezing or anything like that. It was just, general Liverpool kind of cold. It's not like, ones you need about 5 jackets or anything like that. So, yeah, Mo says, Jeremie Frimpong announced today. Paul Joyce. Yes, Mo, brother. Cheers, Mo. 100%. And let's see what's going on over here. We are getting 10 million for letting the snake go early to Madrid. Is he a snake? Suppose so. But the thing is, he better, hope things work out for him. Let me just put it that way. The snake. This is for Trent.
If you're not down with that, we've got 2 words for you. Suck it.
There you go, Trent. You left with our blessings. Yeah, let me see what's happening over here. Trent must have pushed it through. Yeah, listen, the kid might look innocent in your face, but I won't be surprised. Frimpong, yes, brother. Trudon says, hang on, let me just come over here. I just need it on the bigger screen, that's why, guys. Appreciate that. Recouping some money for the Frimpong deal, at least. Yeah. That's the best thing about that. If this has happened, the 10 million thing, I agree with you wholeheartedly, brother. Is Wirtz flying to Liverpool today? I don't know if it's today, but at some point in the next few days, I've heard it's going to happen. So you never walk alone. We have to wait and see, brother. I can't give you something that I don't know about at the moment, if you know what I mean. Yeah, hang on, guys. I don't know what's going on with my table over there. Should be better than this. So let me do this. Yeah, with the Florian Wirtz, they said next couple of days. So I'm assuming not today or anything like that, because they're more or less dealing with the Florian things at the moment, which is the photo shoots and all that stuff, and announcing him to be at Liverpool Football Club. So there should be obviously a press day for him. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I'll be at work, unfortunately. I'm not gonna be here after 5. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. Scottish Bear says, I watched Frimpong at Celtic in Europe. He's got recovery pace, defending wise, a false narrative with this lad. Yeah, because I've always said that, Scottish Bear. I judge players when they're at Liverpool Football Club. Outside that, it's beyond my control. I don't really care about that. Because, you know, there's ways of coaching players, and and every coach is different. So when he comes to Liverpool Football Club, he should be, you know, reaching standards he's never reached before, which is being more disciplined, you know, being more positional awareness and all that stuff, which Trent never had. And, you know, a lot of people turn a blind eye to because he's obviously a Liverpool boy. But with Frimpong, he has to improve if it's true what these people say about him. But as I said, I only judge players when they arrive at Liverpool Football Club. I don't really care what they did at the other football clubs because it doesn't concern me. I mean, I only watch Liverpool. Why should we worry about other places? You know what I mean? Craziness, isn't it, when people say things like that? It's weird. I find it weird. Very strange. Very, very strange, that is. Hang on. So let's see Dave O.C. Copway says, and he's one. Big one, this one. There you go. At the top. There you go. So what David Breakin, he says, Breakin. He says that Liverpool have offered 100 million fixed transfer fee for Florian Wirtz, plus obviously what we saw, 10 and to 12 million pounds in performances related bonuses. Negotiations are now underway to further narrow the gap and quickly reach a deal. Leverkusen is demanding 150 million euros transfer fee. Liverpool are trying to bring the total package down to 135 million euros. There you go, people. Even, you know, some big text over here. So, guys, ask me anything you want on the comments. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna keep refreshing and see if there's anything new coming up as well at the same time. So let me go back. Please hit the likes and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 3,000. Hopefully we'll get there very, very soon. So yeah, let me go back to the Twitter and check out what's going on over here. Ekatike is something people are looking at. How true it is, we don't know yet, because until they get the Frimpong transfer over the line, we're not going to hear about other positions, if you know what I mean. So today is all about Frimpong. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, there you go. This is what you guys were talking about Trent. So if this guy says it, who's in and around the club, Paul Joyce, is more or less true. So there you go. Great spot, everybody. Real Madrid have agreed a deal which will be worth around 10 million to Liverpool to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold early. They didn't want to wait to land him for a free on June the 30th. All details here. So yeah. So if this guy says it, I believe what you guys are saying, guys. Paul Joyce is the one who's closest to Liverpool. Whenever Paul Joyce announces things, it's more or less true. So yeah, great spot, guys. Honestly, great spot. There we go. Let me just read it. Realism, big up, brother. I hope everything's well with you. Real Madrid have signed Trent Alexander-Arnold with a source telling ESPN that the club's agreed, obviously, 10 million deal for his early release so that he can play at the World Club Cup. Yeah. Get rid of him as soon as possible. I mean, I'm done with him. Get lost, man. To me, he's dead. Done. Goodbye. Sayonara. There you go. The Undertaker is even taking him away. Thank you very much, Undertaker. Get rid of this player. Make sure we don't see him again. That's done, man. Yeah. At least we didn't do what we did in that game against Arsenal. We didn't boo and all that stuff and cater to all the rivals' needs. At least we respected the rest, of his stay at Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, good on you, Liverpool fans, man. I'm not all about booing anyway. Even if I was at Anfield, I wouldn't boo him. I'm not all about that. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Right back this evening. Another one's coming in. That's what's important in my opinion. Big up, Rodrigo. Hope everything's well with you, bro. Wirtz is a red from Frimpong and Kerkez 2. Let's hope so, Rodrigo. Let's hope so, my friend. Trent dribbled past 55. Wow. 55 times this season. Frimpong 53 times last 3 seasons. So come on. You never walk alone. Great, obviously, message there. I like that. 3 seasons to 1 season. Crazy. So, guys, until I hear something new, I'm here for you guys. So let's discuss the chat. Louis says Madrid paying 10 million for Trent. Yep. Let me go down here. See if there's anyone new as well. Let's see what this person is saying. Frodica says the clubs themselves have also posted about the deal now. Okay, brother. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Welcome to the channel to all the new people. I'm on the road to 3,000. If you want great content and all that stuff, I'm your guy. So please subscribe and all that good stuff. Bizilly 316 says that you don't know Trent personally, bro, about fake tears. Get over yourself. Jones is an idiot. He'll never be half of the player like Trent, and no club is coming for him. Oh, okay, if you think like that, it's your opinion. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but you know, I'm all about Jones. I'm no longer about Trent. Trent doesn't play for me anymore, so don't really care. Don't really care about Trent. It's not my player. He doesn't play for my football club. Doesn't represent us anymore. Jones still does. So my focus is on Jones now. Wirtz to Madrid done. Okay, Greenland. We'll see. Come back, you know what I mean, when we announce the transfer, you know, on here. Come back on here when we transfer. When we announce the transfer of Wirtz to Liverpool. Sell Nunes and Jota 120 million. Get Kerkez and David for 65 million profit. Listen, man, I'm all about Alvarez, my guy. I'm Alvarez guy all the way, brother. But if they come in for that, I'm not going to argue either, bro. But, you know, some of those players have to leave Liverpool Football Club. I think some of them have overstayed their welcome. And it's time to go. Like for example, obviously, Jota. Jota has to go, bro. Tafsir says everyone is up for sale apart of 6 players. Oh? You're selling everybody? Selling everybody, bro? Yeah, guys, I'm just going to refresh what's going on obviously, Twitter. See if there's anything. If not, I'm off ski. I have to get ready for work very soon. So let me see what I could see. It's just about Frimpong, Trent and his boy is on there as well. Yeah, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. We should be back for breaking news at some point. And I mean, once the signings have been made, hopefully today, and you know, make the channel bigger. I'm done. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me just read this one before I go. I'm excited with this Frimpong signing. I've always rated him. Big up, Ale. Listen, we move on quick, innit? We move on quick. That's the most important thing in my opinion. We didn't dwell on the Trent thing. We didn't cry about it. It's like, you know, when we lost the Champions League final against Real Madrid, what did we do a few days later? We signed who? Fabinho. We move on quick, man. That's the reaction I love for my football club. We don't waste time on things. Yes, people. It's been done. Obviously, I've done it for an hour. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully, breaking news very, very shortly, and we're all going to enjoy it together. Take care, everybody.